Hello, hello. I keep forgetting. I had to think about it. I was like, who is MT? But I had to remember. Hi, MT and Melissa. How y'all doing? I know I look a little crazy. I'm getting off my car. I don't have no earrings on. My hair is bone straight. But such as like, hey, positive, been a long time since you've been on live. Okay, guys, so I I think I activated memberships today. So it looks like you all are getting some kind of recognition as top fans. So I think the memberships are live, but of course they are not perfected. Hey, Dwayne. Okay, good. You got a notification that I'm live. That's good. Yeah. So I don't know if y'all see that, but on my end, I'm seeing like I guess a crown, and it'll say number one, number two. So that's um that's part of it. So I think I activated them. They're not perfect. Hi, Essie. Um, because I think I need to like customize the badge, all this stuff that YouTube was saying, suggesting that I do, that I was like, yeah, that seemed kind of cool. But I started trying to do it and I was like, okay, this is too much. So I'm supposed to see my brother next week, my computer and all that stuff. He's a little bit more tech savvy. Or I may have to pay my operations manager, who handles a lot of the admin stuff for me at the clinic, maybe pay her on the side to do it, because I think it'll take me too long. But I wasn't sure how many people would get on today. I didn't know if anybody was traveling. Um, since tomorrow is the 4th, if people were going out of town. And here come Mr. Nosy. Mr. Nosy. That's what these dogs are, something else. So anyway, let's see who we all got up in here. I didn't miss nobody. Well, I hope y'all are having a good week. This week went by. I don't know. You ever have a week where it seemed like it's slow and fast at the same time? I've had a crazy week to where I know the date, but not the day. It's been a lot this week. Okay, are you gonna host people, Melissa? Are you gonna have people over? And y'all know, like always, let's start with our wins. So feel free to put your wins in as people come in. I did a little bit better time wise today. Of course, my Zoom was still going on, but I'm gonna end up needing we get a couple of one-on-one calls. Ooh wee, dang it! I left my drink upstairs, y'all. Mm. I want to go get it, but I'll be all right. Oh, okay, your husband's side of the family. Okay, that should be fun. That should be fun. Um, I forget what I was saying, because now I just realized I didn't bring my drink down here, and I don't want to be yelling on the live with my husband. Can I go get it? Okay. All right. I'll be right back, y'all. I'll be right back. I'll be right back. Oh, I actually brung it. It was in the next room. Good. Oh, all right. Cool. Because I was like, I thought I brung it down here. I had a little taste for a little Sprite, so I'm having me a little Sprite today. I know y'all used to me drinking juice, but I had drank all my juice earlier. I might have one juice left, but I had a little taste for a little Sprite. So I made it back in less than 30 seconds because it was like right here. This is this where I be going live. This is considered my room. She Shed, Diva Den, whatever you want to call it. So this is where I do sister lives. This is where I do my crafting. This is where I do my YouTube. And then like right, this room leads into like the family room. We have like a split level house, which is kind of popular in the Chicagoland area. I can't really think of no other areas that I'm familiar with that have like a split level setup like we do here. But anyway, so I was like, I thought I wasn't going crazy. I could have sworn because I had this, my phone. I had remembered to charge up my mics while I was on Zoom. So all the things. All right. Well, don't forget to put your wins in there, y'all. I'm going to go ahead and get started with my wins. So as of yesterday, I have exercised 59 straight days. I cannot wait till this challenge is over, y'all. I was just like, I don't think it's meant for the human body to. And even though I'm doing active rest days, wait, hold on, y'all. Let me put this do not disturb on. Okay. You know, even though Saturdays are like active rest days, I still find myself, you know, I'm stretching or I may do a walk. And then sometimes I just almost feel conditioned to, you know, get on the treadmill or whatever, which are not bad things. But I will say that once this 75 days is up, which I believe my last day is July 18th, I will probably be taking the rest of that week off in the following week because, and I plan to do a DNA test. So there are DNA tests out there that can look at your DNA and it can tell you based on your DNA, like what type of exercising is best for you. And I'm going to do that because one, I'm going to start offering that at my clinic. But two, I'm very curious because cardio is it's so easy, but I don't think I'm meant to lift heavy, even though I know that's like a trend right now. Y'all still there? But I don't know. I want to know. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to go down to at least 4 days a week exercising. And I'll do like 2 days of cardio. And then 2 days, I think I'm going to go and join this yoga studio. That seemed pretty cool. That's not far from my house. Excuse me. Y'all still there? Or y'all typing? Because it's like the last thing I saw was Melissa saying LOL. Oh, you know what? Let me make sure. Okay. I want to make sure the Wi-Fi was on so it don't. So can y'all okay. I'm like, I don't know if it's froze. I don't want to be sitting up here running my mouth and y'all not here. Okay. All right. So that's one of my wins. Really proud of myself that I've been doing it. Like tonight I have to work out because this morning I was doing calls and putting in refills and, you know, following up with patients and stuff like that. But I ain't gonna lie, I'll be glad when this challenge is over. I haven't been as disciplined with some of the other components of it, but I know like the core of it is the exercise piece. So I am proud of myself because from Atomic Habits, this is just a habit now. This is just who I am. I'm going to exercise. Essie says she eating popcorn. Oh, the other win, and this is, you know, definitely thanks to you all. So y'all know I got monetized. The channel got monetized. And so I had learned that your earning period is the calendar month, right? So whatever, June 1 to June 30th. So I got monetized, I think like the very end of May. I didn't know how it go, and I'm just, you know, doing me or whatever. And you know, based on your channel, things of that nature, blah blah blah, they determine how much money per 1,000 qualifying views or whatever they'll give you. And so, long story short, I made it. So you have to have at least $100 in order to receive a payout like the following month. So I made it, y'all. It was close. It was close, but I end up, well, it looks like I'm gonna end up with like $105. So I'm proud of my $105. So when people, especially XJWs, when XJWs come in the comment and they be like, "You're doing this for money," I hope they go. I hope they watch this. Um, for all the work it takes to put the content together, get it uploaded, thumbnails and all that stuff. If I was to divide the number of hours by that $105, I'm sure it's not minimum wage. So that is not the driving force. But it is nice to kind of meet that milestone, right? Like your first full month being monetized, being able to reach the $100. So we shall see how it goes. So I think today I earned about $2. So so can't complain, right? Cannot complain. Google is kind enough to share some of that advertising dollars with us, right? So that was a win. And it seemed like I had something else. Oh, I moved into the new clinic space. Still got, some things I want to do, but we got everything moved in like 2 hours. Even went and bought like a new like cube shelf thingy and put that up. And I think we was able to get everything done in like less than 2.5 hours. So that was a win as well. So I'll see what y'all got going on. MT said, my win for the week, I was able to disconnect and recharge for the week by camping this past weekend and brought much positive vibes back into my energy. That's awesome. That's awesome. Hi from Baton Rouge. I got buddies that live in Baton Rouge. Thanks for popping in. Appreciate it. Who else got wins today? Or this week since last Thursday? I did get on here, I think Saturday. Yeah, before I went to move. I don't know. I had felt compelled. I can't even remember what was I talking about. I can't remember. But anyway. So who else got wins? Before we get into the question of the week and the things. And stuff like that. I guess y'all typing. So live is so finicky. So I'm gonna try to discuss some things before we get into the question of the week while y'all typing. Any thoughts about the verdict, P. Diddy? From the commentary that I was seeing from people that I followed on YouTube, I was thinking that the higher, stronger, because I don't want to say the word because I feel like YouTube will block us. That I didn't think they was gonna get him on the biggest charges. So I honestly feel like the 5 charges, the 2 that they said he was guilty of from the content that I was getting, the feedback. I'm like, they might have hit it right on the head. Right on the head. It's a mess out here in this world. I'll tell you that though. All right, let's see. Paul said, I have a win. I won $70K at the casino. What? Congratulations. You must have hit like a progressive or something. Nice. Nice. So, y'all ain't got no wins today? Or y'all typing? So, thoughts about that. It looks like the I don't want to say it out loud because YouTube might trip. So the BBB look like it passed and will get signed tomorrow. So we'll see how that's going to impact people. I didn't read the 940 pages of it or however many pages it is, but I mean, we'll see. I used to work at a it's called a FQAC, basically like a community clinic, and basically the patients there have no insurance or like Medicaid. So I was telling my husband when we was watching the news earlier, I said, I wonder, how that's going to impact the clinic. That clinic also has a huge like Mexican population. So I wonder how things have been with, with all this ICE stuff, Um, you know, it's, I don't know, it's crazy out here. Oh, I agree, Esty. Definitely. 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 Hmm. Um, like the damage is done. He may not go to jail for, the rest of his life, but the damage is done. I don't think it's no coming back from this. So he probably just I heard somebody say he probably do better, once he get out, like go move out, out of the country and just, live out the rest of his days, you know, like that. I was like, yeah, I don't think it's no coming back. But you'll be surprised. You'll be surprised. Sometimes people, because they some of the YouTubers who, are up there, was up there covering the case. And so they were interviewing people, like people from New York. And it was a lot of people who was definitely rooting for him. I don't know. Being from Chicago, it's a lot of people who still, root for and love R. Kelly. So, you know, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe he will be able to come back. I don't know. I don't know. But if I was him, I'd be scared. I'd be scared. I'd be scared to let anybody close to me or any of those things. Paul, you say he could be an elder. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Well, you know what? He will probably be more, yeah, like he probably be more like a governing body member. Is this your first time here, Paul? Your name it don't ring a bell, but clearly you know what we talk about over here. So I didn't see no wins, y'all. MT gave us her win. I know y'all had to have some wins. Remember, wins don't always have to be big, fabulous things. They can just be you here. Okay. Oh, okay. You commented on the other videos. Okay. Hey, Leo, how you doing? Glad you was able to make it. Let me share a little story, which my best friend had called me, and he was telling me that his father-in-law or his stepfather-in-law was in the hospital, and I think they found some type of mass or tumor or something like that. And whatever was going on, they suggested that he needed to have blood, and he flat out refused. So I was just like, oh, okay. And then kind of find out the stepfather-in-law used to be a witness. I said, well, clearly he must still have some of that residue in his thinking. I said, because did he say why he didn't? You know, um, I think the tumor might kind of be around his spleen or liver or something like that. So yeah, he definitely at huge risk, for needing some blood to be, replaced. So my friend was, he didn't say that the stepfather had said anything, but it go to show you how I'm willing to put good money that thinking, that XJW thinking is still in his head, because uh, my friend was like, no, no, like he was like stern about it. I figured since you was on here, Leo, you probably was off. Yeah, I figured that. So it's definitely powerful. Um, the thinking that uh Jehovah's Witness organization can have on people. So hi Denise. All right. So Denise say she is reading In Search of Christian Freedom by Raymond France. Okay. Now never knew that he had another book out, because you always just hear what is it, Conscious of Crisis. All right. How are you enjoying it? Is it insightful? Anything like that? So I'm gonna go ahead and get started with question of the week. So we are halfway done with 2025, right? So I got to thinking, all about like New Year's resolutions and things of that nature. Some people believe in them, some people don't. Um, Most of us, unless we've done some reprogramming of our mindset, we tend to be outcome based, right? Goals with the outcome. But the question is, now that we're halfway done with the year, like assessment, I guess it's more of assessment, reflection. The things that you said that you would like to accomplish, achieve, work towards in 2025, where are you at? Did you do it? Is it still a work in progress? Have you, yet to launch? So 2025, halfway done. The things you said you wanted to do this year, work towards this year, um, accomplish this year. Where are you now that we're halfway done with the year? You said it's huge but informative. Yeah, I think Conscious of Crisis was a huge book. I really tried reading it, and I kind of skipped around here and there. It just didn't draw me in as much. I had got the gist, but yeah, some people they can devour those books, you know. So while y'all writing y'all responses to the question of the week, I was like, for me, my year kind of don't really start to April. That's just how it go. January to March is like pre-year. And I really don't really start usually digging in until April. But things that I wanted to accomplish, I did want to learn how to play pickleball. I did do that in the month of June. So now I just want to expand. So my husband has agreed that, he has agreed that he's interested. So he's about to be on vacation. So we're gonna go and find out what the times is for open court and things like that, so we can continue to play and get better. So I did accomplish that. What else? It was something else. The pickleball. Oh, being intentional with exercise. So the 75 soft has definitely helped me with that, and generating more money at the clinic. And so that's a work in progress. So it was like, once I kind of looked at the things I wanted to do, and to be honest, a lot of that stuff really only came about in April. Like intentionally really digging down and getting to it, So I say all this to say that if it's something that you wanted to accomplish this year or work towards, just because we halfway done with the year, don't feel like, well, I might as well wait to 2026. Like, no, there's still time to move the needle, in whatever that is that you want to do. The Atomic Habits book really helped me to transform my thinking from being like outcome based when it comes to goals. Like, saying, oh, I want to lose 10 pounds in 25. And it's like, instead of having that kind of mind frame, because then what happens if you only lose 3? Do that mean that you were a failure in 2025? No. You know what I'm saying? So what we should be saying, instead of focusing on the 10 pounds, as the measuring stick, so to speak. It should be more like, who do I want to identify by losing that 10 pounds? Who would that identify me as? Someone who prioritizes, health and wellness, someone who prioritizes eating well, drinking enough water and things like that. So those are the habits that will get you to the 10-pound weight loss. So it's like, those are the things you should be asking yourself. And in the book, he talks about getting just 1% better. And that was like a huge game changer for me, because I'm the type of person, even like today, I could still, I didn't do enough. But then if I literally write down everything I got accomplished today, most people will be like, yeah, that was a full day, But because I got 3,200 things to do and I only got 1,500 of them done, you know what I'm saying? I'm still hung up on the 1,700 that didn't get, addressed. So that 1% better per day has really changed how I move, because I can say I am getting 1% better in this, that, and the third, like the chat is not moving. So like, are y'all not putting nothing in the chat? I'm just not used to that. And I don't know if, because I put, because I because I didn't activated these memberships, and if that got something to do with it. So are y'all still there? Have y'all been putting something in the chat? It's saying I'm still alive. So and I guess, what's this top fans? Okay. So that I don't think that got nothing to do with it. Y'all still there? I want to make sure the chats are coming through too, because I'm just running my mouth. The last thing I saw was Denise talking about the book. Pepper in here trying to figure it out. I don't know if y'all hear me. It says 15 people in here. My mic is still on. I don't know. I don't want to keep talking if y'all can't hear me, because it's kind of weird that the chat ain't moving. Oh, Lord. YouTube, they do not want me to be great. Nope, I don't want that. This is crazy. Can somebody put a 1 in the chat or something? I don't know if I should end the chat and come back, because nothing is coming. I mean, end the live and come back, because nothing is coming up. And I know YouTube, I was trying to talk in code, but I don't think I said nothing to make them shut it down. It ain't moving. I'm going to end this live and I'm going to come back.